apart and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move?
It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all, 7, pressure, points, yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power?
No.
You don't want that one either? All right, go kickoff. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
You see the Century Band in full force here tonight, getting set and ready for the showdown. That should be a good one inside the WDA. Welcome into Friday Night Football on the PSP Network. It's a 3A matchup inside of the West region that features the 1-2 Century Patriots receiving some votes in the most recent media poll. They take on the number 3 ranked at 3-0 Minot High Magicians. Welcome into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here tonight. I'm Nick Hulberg. Glad to have you folks aboard on the PSP Network. It is a semi-beautiful night, I think you could say, here in the capital city this evening. A little bit of smoke in the air, but sure, a beautiful day nevertheless. Thanks for being here tonight for the showdown as both of these teams continue their warm-up for tonight's WDA matchup. Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you the pregame show here tonight. Valvoline Instant Oil Change with 5 locations. Minot and Bismarck. Your time is valuable. Valvoline Instant Oil Change helps you save some of that time. You can hop on into Valvoline Instant Oil Change for a 15-minute oil change where you don't even need to exit your vehicle. You heard that right. Valvoline Instant Oil Change brings you the pregame show here tonight in what should be a good one between Minot High and Bismarck Century. The Patriots and the Magi coming together for the first time here in 2023. Well, let's take a look at the most recent media poll inside of North Dakota and see how these teams stack up across the state of North Dakota and the other teams to beat in all of the land. Well, Shanley's been at the top of the list ever since they won the state championship last year in AA football. Well, we're 3A football now after some confusion earlier on this season. The top level is where you find Shanley, Minot, Cheyenne, Bismarck, Davies, Century, Mandan, you name them, the big schools. Shanley's number 1, 19 first place votes. Cheyenne received a first place vote just the other day in this most recent media poll. Both those teams are 3-0 out of the EDC. Minot's at 3-0 as well. 68 points in the media poll for them last week. They sat number 3. Well, they sit 3 again this week. Bismarck wasn't ranked last week. They climb in up to the number 4 spot. Davies is at number 5 at 1-2. They received 11 points in the last media poll, according to the voting of the broadcasters and sports writers in our great states. Century, Mandan, and West Fargo, they're all on the list as well for teams that are worthy of being in the conversation of the tops inside of 3A football. There's a look at the media poll for week number 4, brought to you by our friends at Ackerman Esvold as we get set and ready for the showdown here tonight between Minot High and Bismarck Century. When we come back, we've got plenty to talk about, including the matchups and the big-time matchups here tonight. It's going to be one that will feature some of the top talent in our state of North Dakota, some all-staters on the field here tonight. A duo for Century and a multi-headed monster for the Magi. The tail of the tape tonight. We'll also have our keys to the game, our starting lineups. We'll hear from both coaches when we come back. It's the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here on the PSP Network. It's WDA 3A football tonight. It's the Patriots and the Magi live here on the PSP Network.
There's no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the term. McBride, we know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clamine, and McBride.
The crowd continues to gather tonight here at the Sanford Sports Complex on the west side of Bismarck, North Dakota. Welcome back into our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, 5 locations in Minot and Bismarck. Your time is valuable. Stop in to Valvoline Instant Oil Change and see how they can help that cause to save you time with a 15-minute oil change where you stay right inside your vehicle at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. We appreciate them for bringing you tonight's pregame show here on the PSP Network. Well, the officials have come to the field. Both teams have come to the field. That means we're getting close here tonight in the showdown between Century and Minot High. The Magicians unbeaten at 3-0. The Patriots at 1-2. Minot High got the win over these Patriots last year. That was a game up in the Magic City. That was a close contest, a 6-point swing there. Before that, it was Century that had 3 straight victories over the Magi. Keep in mind, this is a Century team that has had plenty of experience inside of the playoffs, and the Dakota Bowl, a team that has had 4 state titles. Their most recent came in 2020. They have been on a heater as far as the playoffs have been concerned under the direction of Ron Wingenbach here in year number 34. 225 wins all time. He goes against one of the young guns, if you will, and Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach of the Magi in year number 4. Chauncey with an 11-17 mark overall. This is by far the best unit he's had here for the Magi in his young coaching career at Minot High School. Let's look at some of the players here tonight to watch for. This player matchup brought to you by Minot State University. Be seen, be heard, be you. It's Minot State University bringing you the players to watch for here tonight. Starting with the Century Patriots, Gavin Lill has 5 touchdowns on the year. He's carried the ball 49 times for 322 yards. He's got 1 TD on the ground. He's got the other 4 through the air, 9 receptions for 99 yards. I've got those numbers backwards for you. 4 TDs on the ground, 1 through the air for Gavin Lill. Nevertheless, 322 on the ground, 99 through the air for Lill, the All-Stater. He plays both ways on the field. Keep an eye on number 9 here in the Navy Blue tonight. The quarterback for the Patriots, Mike Twardowski. Played wide receiver last year, and boy, this year he's really coming to his own as the quarterback. He's rushed 47 times for 263 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's got 26 for 52 in the air with 315 yards there, 4 touchdowns. He's been picked off twice. The Magi will start Luke Beater tonight, the quarterback that's gone 29 for 48 through the air, 367 total yards, 7 touchdowns for the senior quarterback for the Magi. He's been picked off 3 times. His favorite target, Logan Conklin, 8 receptions for 179 yards and 5 touchdowns. Caden Kraft's got for 133 yards on 13 catches. But keep an eye tonight on Tyson Ruziska, the tailback, 32 carries for 304 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's caught the ball 4 times for 52 yards as well for an additional touchdown, 5 total for Ruziska. Those are the offensive players to watch for here tonight, brought to you by Minot State University. Once again, Minot State University, where you can enroll now. And when you do, you'll find out that 96% of recent Minot State grads are employed or continuing their education. MSU grads get jobs, period. It's Minot State University. Well, let's honor our country. Time for our nation's national anthem here tonight. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem. Another commercial break coming your way here on the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from both coaches. Then we'll get set to kick it off tonight. It's the Magi and the Patriots in 3A football here from Bismarck. Finishing touches here on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on their way as the Magi and Pats get introduced here tonight. We caught up with both coaches before the matchup here tonight. Here's the comments on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show from Chauncey Hendershot, the Magi head coach, and Ron Wiggenbach, the head coach of the Century Patriots.
Coach, overall game plan here tonight, trying to shut down Minot High's offensive threats. Obviously, Conklin, Ruziska. Is there a game plan for that tonight?
Well, I think you hit it right on the head. You start with those two. The one thing that we've been working on is just you're not going to stop real good football players like that, but you got to contain them. And you got to keep them in the pocket a little bit, and you can't just let them explode. So, the one thing I think maybe it comes back to a little bit is our special teams and our offense. We got to stay on the field, and we got to put some first downs together.
For you, final thing here tonight, how big really in your mind is week number 4 right now at this juncture of the season?
Well, I think the one thing that we want to see as a team is just eliminate some of the errors that we've made here the first 3 and just keep improving on some of the fundamentals. And I think if we do that, we have as good a shot as anybody of winning.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, there you hear from both coaches, Ron Wiggenbach and Chauncey Hendershot. We do apologize if Chauncey's audio had some issues on it. Trying some new things for you folks to try to enhance the broadcast here tonight in Bismarck. Well, it's time for our keys to the game here tonight. You heard from both coaches in our pregame show. We talked about some of the offensive threats in the showdown here tonight. Now let's look at our keys to the game. They're brought to you by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air, authorized factory dealer for AeroSeal. It's Northern Plains Heating and Air with over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. Tonight for me and the Magi, it's the little things that need emphasis. They've got the talent, they've got the guns, the weapons, and proved that all season long. If they can shore up some of the little things, the penalties, the flags, the short stuff for the Magi, those little things, that will be the difference in the ball game for them here tonight. I think that, I don't know, maybe it's too much to go out on a limb and say it, but in my mind, if they can make that happen throughout the season, I don't know, they're going to have a hard time losing games in my mind, the way that they've played so far on the year. For the Century Patriots, my key to the game tonight would be limit the pass and what happens in the secondary. You're looking at a Century Patriot team that's given up 832 yards in the air, averaging 277 yards against on the opponent pass game. And for the Magi, with what they've been able to do through the air, 424 yards through the course of 3 games. That's 141 on average per night for the Magicians. I'm telling you, that to me is a big-time key here tonight, what happens in the secondary. Well, let's put a cap on our Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show here tonight. It is just about officially time for the opening kickoff here on the PSP Network. See that wind is howling here in the capital city tonight. It's gusted quite a bit. Smoke in the air as well here this evening. Still a beautiful night for football here in the fall in the capital city. Again, Nick Hulberg on the call. Minot High will be in white. Century will be in their blue here tonight. We get set and ready for the opening kickoff from the Sanford Sports Complex. This is a matchup of number 3 ranked Minot, receiving vote Century. Minot's at the top of the list right now in the WDA. Century currently sits at number 6. Only the second conference matchup of the year here tonight for the Century Patriots. Minot High has not played outside of the conference. Well, that school band with an excellent rendition of our national anthem tonight. They've been setting the tempo all night long, and you hear them in the background here as well. Ball is in the air from Christian Jagula. We are officially underway here in Bismarck as it's booted through the back of the end zone. And the Magi will come to the offensive side of the ball and start with a first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Big thanks tonight to the UPS store. They delivered the first amount of action tonight, the opening kickoff. The UPS store located on South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, and Saturdays, 8:30 to 3. It's the UPS store located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. Magi work from the left hash, making the right hash on the field, and it's Beater handing off to Ruziska, dancing his way forward. Maybe gets one on the play, and then he's gobbled up by that front line of the Century Patriots. The Pats have some size on defense with Braxton Dahl at 6'3", 250 playing the left end position. The freshman, Ian Schweigert, 6'1", 265 plays nose guard. Evan Schmidt, the right tackle, 6'1", 240. He's a senior. And Ole Taylor playing on the right end, 6'1", 205. Magi will have their hands full with them here tonight. Beater back to pass. Fires it over Ruziska. He's going to break free over the 20-yard line, cutting up over the 30. Ruziska then tackled and knocked out of bounds on the defensive stop coming from Rivers Martin. And Cash Weisenberger, the free and strong safety, coming up for the stop there for the Century Patriots. But the Magicians pick up their first down of the ballgame. Beater working on offense. 2 in the backfield. That's Broderick back there with Ruziska, Conklin, and Kraft spread it out for the Magi. Here's Broderick. He breaks free over the 40, all the way to the 45, tumbling down to the 50-yard line. Cash Weisenberger was the one that made the stop there, but it's Broderick that barrels his way through for another Magician first down. We didn't highlight him in the pregame show here tonight. He certainly is worthy of highlighting. The junior fullback for the Magi with 2 touchdowns on the year has found a way to be an excellent 1-2 punch in the backfield with Ruziska. 11 carries for 152 yards for the big man, Broderick. Ruziska was the one that carried the football that time. He's going to pick up just about 6 on the play. 10:50 ticks down here in the opening quarter of football tonight here in the capital city. Nobody on the BNC National Bank scoreboard just yet. Big thanks again to our friends at the Pigskin Preview. They have that publication available around Western North Dakota, across our state as well here tonight. Ruziska on the handoff, breaks free to the right side. He's got some more momentum, almost to that first down pylon. And the stop is going to be made on the far side. Coming up was Cash Weisenberger, again the strong safety. He's going to have his hands full in the secondary here tonight as Minot High able to break free again on the opening drive of the ball game. Working from the right hash, Beater sets up from the shotgun. Two on the right side, Conklin and Kraft. One in the backfield, that's Ruziska. There's going to be a flag on the play. And Beater gets the pants to jump, and Minot High is going to get the free first down coming here. And another first down here for the Magicians. Well, we appreciate Chauncey Hendershot and Ron Wingenbach, of course, here tonight in the pregame show. Opportunity to talk to both of those gentlemen before the ball game. Fun to see those pregame rituals and what happens in the pregame. Chauncey Hendershot throwing passes to the wide receivers, those wideouts. He was a quarterback back in high school, you know, for Bishop Ryan on Minot State. Here comes Tyson Ruziska. He breaks free all the way up to the 20-yard line. Another first down for the Magi, a 15-yard pickup. And Tyson Ruziska knocked out of bounds by Gavin Lill, but Ruziska carries it in to the Serve Pro red zone at the 15-yard line of the Magi. Look to strike for first blood here tonight as they have a first down and 10 deep inside Century territory. Serve Pro with 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians at Serve Pro, bringing you the red zone activity here this evening. They go back to Ruziska. He's going to be wrangled up. Big 67, Evan Schmidt, the right tackle, wrapped him up by the legs, and it will be a second down and 9 as Ruziska picked up 1 on that opportunity. Well, there you see Chauncey Hendershot on your screen. He's got a pretty tight spiral still these days. We found out in the pregame when he was playing the pitch and catch. We appreciate him taking time here tonight. Fake handoff to Broderick, rolling out. Beater's going to toss it to the corner, trying to feed Conklin. Overthrown just a bit, and it brings up a third down and 9 now for the Magi, as that ball was intended for Logan Conklin, trying to pick up his 6th touchdown of the year.
Third down.
Well, Beater's going to take the call in here from Chauncey Hendershot. Gives the Magicians the orders here. To say that Beater has impressed would be an understatement, and maybe the understatement of the year. He was the big question mark for the Magi coming in after graduating Jaden Sparrow, the All-West Region All-State selection that went on to play at Minot State here this year. Here's Broderick on the carry, over to the left side, spin move. He's going to be tattooed and knocked out of bounds by Rivers Martin, but Broderick picks up a handful on the play, and the Magi work now with a 4th down inside the Serve Pro red zone. Chauncey Hendershot, Luke Beater have a conversation over on the Minot High sideline. Chauncey delivers the instructions to Beater. He'll run him in. The Magi are going to go for it on the 4th down situation. Lights are on here at the Sanford Complex. Opening drive of the ball game. And the Magi from the left hash on a 4th down and 4. Look for the yards and maybe the first score of the ball game. Timeout coming here for the Magicians. Trying to get the Pats to jump off sides. They couldn't do so. So the Magicians take their first timeout here in the first half. What do they have up their sleeve when we come back here to Sanford Sports Complex? Scoreless on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, We want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Minot High spreads out the field as we come back on the 4th down situation. Beater, corner of the end zone. Kraft is there. Touchdown, Magi. They strike for first blood on the 4th down situation. And the Magi take an early 6-0 lead. Burke's going to come on to kick the extra point here for the Magicians. 8:56 remains here in the first quarter. Kraft from just about 15 yards out. That ball's going to be batted down. 2-point conversion, no good. It was blocked on the play. Nice stop coming there from number 55, Ole Taylor. He got the arms in the way. However, the Magi do strike for first blood as they get the first points of the ball game. You see the corner of the end zone touchdown for the Magicians has them up. And the showdown 6-0.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Ackerman Estfold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state, from major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman Estfold team with your next project.
The Magi are on the board first here tonight with Caden Kraft's second touchdown of the season. 15 yards out, Meter found him. Little squib kick coming there. That one's going to go right to the front line. Braxton Dahl was forced to fall on top of it. The Magicians with some tricks up their sleeve early on here in this AAA matchup tonight in the West region. But it's big Braxton Dahl that goes down to make that play for Bismarck Century. Well, the offense comes out for the Pats for the first time here in the ball game. Led by their quarterback, Mike Trudowski. Works from under center. You're going to get a steady dose of this young man right here, Gavin Lill. He's forward for a yard gain on the play. Minot High's defense and Brady Larson in on the stop. Well, we highlighted those offensive players here tonight and the ones that were going to make a difference in the ball game. The defensive players in the showdown tonight certainly will be special as well. The Magi have a handful of all-West region and all-staters. That secondary filled up by Ruziska and Conklin, who worked both ways, but the linebacking core of Michael George, Brady Larson, Griffin Broderick, they are tough to contend with. Deep pass out into the flat, didn't win. That pass was intended for number 84. At 84, Joey Kralik, the tight end, just over his head, brings up a third down. And 8 here for the Patriots. Century working on the offensive side of the ball for the first time here tonight. Big thanks again to Ben Lervik and the entire staff at Bismarck Public Schools for the open arms welcome here tonight at Sanford Sport Complex. Twardowski's got pressure. He rolls out to his left side. Long pass trying to go to Lill out on the left side up to the 30-yard line. Coverage was there from Conklin, and that pass was sent out of bounds, so it will bring up a fourth down situation. And the Patriots are going to be forced to punt where Minot High's got them hemmed in with the field position. Punting here for the Pats. Christian Jangula, number 39. He kicks, punts, point after attempts as well. Minot High's going to send Burke way back to his 10-yard line. last week's matchup for the Magi. It was Burke that had a touchdown and a passing touchdown. He's been a special player for the Magi here this year and in his career. He's going to let that one bounce inside the 15, rolls down all the way. So let's call it the 12-yard line. And now the Patriots will come back out onto the defensive side as the Magi offense, who is fresh off their first score of the ball game, comes back to the field. Well, you saw the media poll in the pregame show tonight, brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Minot High, the top team in the West region, number 3 in the state. Looking to see if they can move to 4-0 here tonight. Logan Conklin on your screen right there, one of those players that has been a marquee figure for the Magi, looking for his first reception here tonight, but they go to Ruziska, who carries ahead forward for another 5-yard gain on the play. And Ruziska continues to impress across North Dakota 3A football. Well, we have to apologize for that. I don't even know if it's PSP that owes the apology for that, by the way. We've been promoting it as 2A football all season long. We got an email earlier on this week that said, hey, this is AAA football. I said, I don't think so. After doing the research and finding out, well, it's true. It's back to AAA this year. Unfortunately, the folks at the EDC and at the WDA, both conferences didn't even know it. They still have it on their websites as 2A versus 3A football. How does that even happen? That's my question. I got quite a kick out of that. But we got it all resolved, and we're back to 3A football now compared to where we were a year ago with 2A. So it's 3A, 2A, single A, and then 9-man. Nevertheless, Minot High hasn't changed divisions, just the division name has changed. There's going to be a timeout coming here. Chauncey Hendershot wants to talk things over with his Magi. He'll take his second timeout here in the first half. Minot leads by 6 on the PNC National Bank scoreboard.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
When it comes to your car, you need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Third down and short for the Magi with 6:45 ticking down here in quarter number 1, trying to add to a 6-0 lead as Beater from the shotgun works with Ruziska behind him. Conklin, the lone wide receiver, over on the right side, but they go back to Ruziska. Bulldozes his way up the middle. It's another first down for the Magicians as Ruziska moves forward again for the Magicians, something that he's done all season long, his entire career at Minot High for that matter.
Picks up the first down.
Well, Dahl, Schweigert, Schmidt, and Taylor were the ones that got the credit with the tackle. First down for the Magi as they work down from the left hash. Beater from the shotgun again. Hands it off Ruziska, spin move, breaks free. Look at this play. He's all the way up over the 35, rolling to the 40. And Tyson Ruziska continues to impress. Little spin move here right at the last second. Gets Ruziska the extra yards on the play, and the Magi work with another first down. Busting free again, Ruziska. He had to shimmy and shake his way on over to the left hash where he picks up, call it 4 on the play. And the Magi work with a second down and 6. Tonight's ball game on the PSP Network is also brought to you in part by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. They specialize in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options that make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Find them online, monetbraces.com. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Broderick finds the seam as he busts free towards his right. Broderick picks up another Minot High first down. While you watch Broderick here, hits the hole. Last line of defense there for the Century Patriots was Rivers Martin, and he makes the stop. They go to Broderick again. Almost in slow motion over to the near sideline. Look at him bulldoze his way across. He's going to be pushed out of bounds on the near sideline. Landry Weston was the one that made the hit there for the Century Patriots. Yeah, Broderick, watch him come over here to the left side. Well, I'll take my time waiting for something to open up, and then boom. That's a big kid right there for the Magi. Only a junior for the Magicians, and he's got a lot of hype around his name here in this junior campaign with the undefeated number 3 ranked team in all the land. On the carry, it's Small into the ball game. Jadrian Small was gobbled up.
Small on the carry.
But he still had a gain on the play. Small's carried the ball 11 times on the season for 86 yards. 5'7", 165-pounder. Not the biggest by any means in the lineup, but man, is he lightning quick. Peter's going to bring in the play again here for the Magi. They work from midfield now with the ball at the 45-yard line on a third down, and 3 to go here as they march down the field. Peter's going to roll out to the right side. Downfield, tried to feed Conklin just over his reach, and that one will be incomplete. Brings up a 4th down. And the Magi have a decision to make here as the punting team will come out onto the field. Some at home might laugh and say, what kind of decision would that be? It seems like an easy one. Well, I don't know, with this Magician team, the way that they have seemed to run roughshod on their opponents on the season, and some of that trickery, they hit you when you're least expecting it. That's how they've climbed to that 3-0 mark on the season. And of course, you have to have athletes to make those decisions and have those plays. They do punt it away here for the first time in the ball game as it rolls all the way down to the 11-yard line. And out of play there as it went right at the Century Patriots' Gavin Lill, who just let it go out of bounds. Patriots come back to offense. They had a 3-and-out with their first drive of the ball game. We see Mike Twardowski again. Starting wide receiver 1 year ago when the Patriots made their way all the way to the Dakota Bowl. They played Shanley in the championship, and it was the Shanley Deacons that won 48-7 over the Century Patriots. Yeah, that was a beatdown without question, but the fact that Century even got there was something special after an 0-5 start to their 22 campaign. Lill's going to find the seam. He busts free all the way up to the 20-yard line, moving from the right to the left, and Gavin Lill holding true to those numbers coming in here to tonight's contest. 322 yards on the ground for Gavin Lill coming into tonight. Could add a handful more on that play, 8 to be exact, as it brings up, make it 9 as it brings up a 2nd down and 1 here for the Century Patriots. In the last 16 years, this is the stat that I find the most impressive about Ron Wingenbach's crew. In the last 16 seasons, Patriots have been in the semifinals 15 times. You heard that right, 15 of 16 to make it to the last 2 weeks of the high school football season. Ron Wingenbach quite at Dan Schmeeker level yet. Well, he's got a few more years to go probably, but he's been here for 34. It's a long time. Just a great guy. He's always got plenty of time for PSP Network whenever asked for that special attention before or after games or throughout game week. Got to appreciate a guy like that without question. Big thanks again to Ron Wingenbach for being one of the greats all time. He's going to call a timeout here. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left in the first quarter. The Magi lead 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. If you're just joining us, it was Beater to Kraft. Just about 5 minutes in to give the Magicians a 6-0 lead. That's where we stand with the Hub International Insurance timeout. Contact Josh Cattell or Michael Borman today at Hub International 355-3100. Hub International Insurance and a Hub International timeout.
Bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Back on the first down, Twardowski's got the keeper. And the defensive stop was there for the Magicians. Landon Bedell came flying in, the 6'4", 180-pound junior defensive lineman. Minot High's line has been tough to contend with DJ Jones. All-state selection, Landon Bedell, Dylan Huber, Derek Aravent. They've been tough. The Magicians' defense on the season, to drive that point home, has only given up 105 rushing yards on the year. 437 total yards on the season. Little bubble screen there that was incomplete. Brings up a third down. There was a loss of one on the play after that last tackle coming from Landon Bedell. So it's a third down and 11 here for Century. Minot High averaging 337 yards per game compared to the 145 that their opponents have been able to muster up. St. Mary's in week number 1. Magi were impressive on that occasion. They had Mandan last week, who was ranked number 5 in the state. Their biggest test of the year so far. The Magicians impressed at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Out across the middle, pass is incomplete. Minot High had the defensive coverage out in the secondary. Anthony Brown, the corner, was there, and it brings up a fourth down. Minot was also impressive in week number 2 when they hosted Legacy. Don't forget about that 49-0 loss for the Sabres up at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Minot started their year with a 37-0 win over the Saints, 49-0 over the Sabres, and 28-12 last week over Mandan. Spiraling kick up to the 41-yard line. Burke, he's going to carry it on forward. Bus free up over the 45 of the Century Patriots. Patriots fans want to call on the play. They're not going to get one there. So we take a look back at it.
24, Cash Weisberger on the tackle.
Well, they're calling a lot more of that open field stuff here on the season. But the Zebras letting them play here tonight as Burke gives the Magi good field position on the Patriots side of the field. Minot brings the offense back out. Beater from the shotgun. 2 on the left side, 1 on the backfield. Beater's going to keep it. Beater rolls out to his right side. We don't see him run a whole lot on the year, but he carries forward with a gain of 1.
28, Jordan Kellogg.
Kellogg was the one that made the stop there for the Century Patriots. Century on the year, well, they opened their season with their first win of the year against West Fargo. That was a non-conference matchup at the Bowl, 46-40. They had a stunner of a loss in week number 2 to Mandan. They lost 26-23, and they lost by 2 to Cheyenne last week, 26-24. So if you think the Patriots are some sort of slouch, you're crazy. They're the real deal as well here on the season. Ruziska on the carry.
Ruziska on the carry.
Forward progress. Stop was made there by the number, big man 55, the big number 55, Ole Taylor. Returning starter here for the Century Patriots. Taylor's a stud on the wrestling mat as well, 195-pound champion. Third down here for Minot High with 6 yards remaining to go.
Third down, 5 to go.
Make it 5, rather. Minot High looking for another first down as the Patriot fans come to volume again. They hand off Ruziska. Cuts free over towards the left, and then Ruziska is going to be hauled up on the play.
Ruziska on the carry.
As he was tackled and gobbled up by number 35. Landry Wesson, the 6-foot-tall, 185-pound junior linebacker.
Minot facing fourth down, 3 to go.
Fourth down situation here for the Magi. Meter's going to come back out. Minot High is in 4-down territory. As they deem here, as they will bring the offense back up to the line of scrimmage. Conklin's over on the left side. Broderick in the backfield. Century's going to look to bring the heat. Broderick carries forward. He's going to get the first down. And the Magicians
Broderick on the carry.
On the fourth down situation for the second time in this ball game. Busted on free for another move of the chains, and it's a first down, courtesy of Griffin Broderick. 23 seconds ticks down here in the opening quarter. Minot leading 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC Bank with locations throughout North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. BNC National Bank provides you with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Well, Ron Wingenbach wants to talk it over here with his Century Patriots. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This timeout brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Contact Hub today at 355-3100. Josh Cattell or Michael Mormon can be found at Hub. I apologize, that wasn't a timeout by Wingenbach. That was the end of the quarter. Thank you very much. We're through one. The Magi still have the lead, 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
The trick to throwing well is knowing where you want the ball to go. Like how the local bankers at First Western Bank and Trust take the time to learn about you and recommend the banking services like online banking or personal loans that keep your goals on target.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Well, some of the highlights you see here in this ball game. And last highlight you see right there is where the Magicians continue this drive after a 3-and-out for the Patriots. Minot High with a first down and 10 to start the second quarter. Ruziska on the carry forward. He was going to be gobbled up on the play. His jumping on the back there was number 34, Kane Nelson, the senior linebacker. 185-pounder here for the Pats. Well, that smoke coming down from the Canadian airwaves. Bit of a factor here tonight as smoke is in the air, however. Able to get the game in tonight, which is a great thing for student athletes and the fans of North Dakota high school football. See Beater under center this time. Puts the man in motion, that's Conklin. Beater falls back to pass, plenty of time, throws it downfield. Oh, Conklin's wide open at the 10, stops right on the out-of-bounds line on the far sideline. I thought he was going to stop and then just dance his way on in. Nevertheless, the reception is there, and the Magi have another first down and 10 as they go deep into the ServPro red zone. ServPro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians. Yeah, you watch that one more time. I thought Conklin was going to maybe make a move over there and dance his way on in, but he touched the white stripe on the far sideline. Line it to the ServPro red zone deep here. They're going to hand off Broderick, trying to bulldoze his way forward, but the stop is made as Landry Weston was the one that got in the way of Broderick. That's a big hit right there. Make that Kane Nelson, rather.
34, Kane Nelson.
Broderick runs like a freight train, straight downhill. Stop was made to the Magi. Have a player down on the field. That's behind the Minot High huddle. We'll take a quick step aside for the injury timeout. Fred Spalding from Trinity Sports Medicine's on hand, so we know for one thing, we're in good hands out there as Fred Spalding goes to work. 10:50 to play here in the half. Minot leads 6-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Injury timeout brought to you by Hub International.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Well, we come back after the injury timeout. And the Patriot defense slams the door again.
Landry Weston.
Weston was the one with the stop.
Third goal for Minot.
Third down and goal here for the Magi. Try to get you an injury update coming here in just a moment. More than just a cramp, unfortunately, on the Minot High sideline. It's big number 76 for the Magicians. Clay Mullins was the one that needs the attention of Fred Spalding. Third down and goal in the ServPro red zone. Beater fakes the handoff, rolls out, corner of the end zone. Oh, went up for Conklin. Incomplete pass as the stop was made in the secondary there. An excellent coverage coming from Jordan Kellogg. He batted that ball away. And it brings up a fourth down and goal. Well, hopefully Mullins is all right over on the Minot High far sideline, something that you absolutely hate to see without question. 9:58 left here in our first half. Another injury timeout coming as Kellogg was down over the far side of the end zone. He's got the help of the trainer here for the Century Patriots. He walks off on his own power. So we'll continue on here with under 10 to play in the first half of football. ServPro again brings you the ServPro red zone. 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians at ServPro. Find them throughout western North Dakota. Burke is going to come on to kick the field goal. Minot leading 6-0. Trying to add to it. Snap was back, hold was down, kick was up, it was good. Kellenberg throws it through the uprights. 9-0. Minot High leads on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They kick off to the Patriots when we come back.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Minot High to kick off here to Century after Kellen Burke puts one through the uprights, continuing to impress with the foot. He'll kick off here for the Magi now, is waiting the football back on the offensive side here for the Century Patriots. Twardowski, Gavin Lill, and Oliver Jensen. 9-0. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. This one towers all the way back into the end zone, and that ball's going to be left to hang in the air and drop down into the end zone for the touchback here from Oliver Jensen. And the Magi offense gets a rest as their defense comes out. Century's offense comes back to work, led by Mike Twardowski and Gavin Lill. While we talk about Kellen Burke and his abilities, not only as a running back for Minot High, but what he's been able to do on the special team side of things with that boot on the season has been impressive. Of course, his older brother was a stud at Minot High for not only football, but baseball as well. Here's the Patriots on the offensive side of the football with Mike Twardowski. Under center, hands it off to Lil. DJ Jones was right on top of him. Then a swarm of magicians wrangle in Gavin Lill. Maybe a loss on the play. Where do they spot the football here? Right back to the original line of scrimmage. DJ Jones, the 5'8", 880-pound senior defensive lineman, has been special for the Magicians in his career. Front line for the Magi of Jones, Bedell, Huber, and Aravet. Certainly done their job here in 2023. Under 10 to play first half. Twardowski back to pass. Ball's batted away. Falls incomplete. As Jones got the arm up in the way of that one, or was it Aravet? Either way, it was knocked down and incomplete. Brings up a third down. Well, you see the replay there. It's actually the big bat for the Magi that knocked that ball down, number 66. Making the play for the Magicians, Giovanni Perez. Perez up on the front line here for the Magi this evening. From the shotgun, Twardowski spreads the field out with two over on the right side. Passes out, incomplete as it falls just away from the hands of Rivers Martin. And it brings up a fourth down and a long 10 on their own 20-yard line here for the Century Patriots. Burke's going to go back to return the awaited punt here, as the Patriots, Kristen Jangular, are forced to put a boot on it back in their own territory. Tonight's ball game brought to you again by the UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. It's the UPS store for all your packing and shipping needs. Burke fields it inside the 50-yard line on the Century side of the field. And the Magi will go back to work when we come back here to the Sanford Sports Complex. Minot High leads 9-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Jersey Mike sub looked pretty good, didn't it? Yes. Peter falls back to pass. Little screenplay there for Ruziska. He's going to bust free. He's got another first down for the Magi. As Ruziska caught it out in the flat, made the move, hit the edge, and barreled his way forward for another Magi first down. See him fall forward on that play. So one thing about the Magicians, the yards after the carry and the yards on the carry after the tackle or that original hit. That would be a high number on the season. It's a stat I don't have for Minot High, but forward motion from their backs has been impressive. Here's Broderick. And as I say that, he's swarmed up and goes backwards as the big men for the Patriots come in to make the stop. Ole Taylor's the one that's got the credit. Ole Taylor wearing number 55 for Century. It's a mean name to me, Ole. You don't want to mess with him, not on the wrestling mat, not in high school football either. He makes a big stop there on Broderick. Magi go to work. Beater's going to roll out to the right. Finds Ruziska. He's going to bust free. Hits the brakes. Now he's going to cut off the sideline. Ruziska carries it down inside the 5. And Tyson Ruziska, just as I talked about, the yards after the tackle, proves that point with an exclamation mark on it. Tyson Ruziska puts Minot High back in the Serve Pro red zone. 1st and goal for the Magi as the ball is marked at the 5-yard line. Broderick barrels his way through into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Magi lead 15-0. Well, you see Broderick find the seam right downhill into the end zone for another score for the junior for the Magicians. That's his 3rd touchdown of the season. And Minot's on top 15-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. 2-point conversion coming. Burke off to Kraft. And the Magi tack on 2 more. While we talk about some of that trick play stuff for the Magi, you see it here. Right behind the back, alley-oop over to Burke. Kraft wide open. Now the Magi get the point back that they lost on their first touchdown score on the blocked point after. All Magicians early in this one, 17-0. They lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
You need someone you can trust. Someone who cares about your safety, your budget, and your peace of mind. At Trusted Tire and Auto, trust is more than just a word. It's at the heart of everything we do. We're a local business, owned and operated by people who live and work in this community. And we believe that by building relationships based on trust and care, we can make our community a better place to live and drive. Trusted Tire and Auto, where trust, care, and community meet on the road.
Minot High boots it back into the end zone. Touchback. As the Patriots will go back to work. Griffin Broderick with his 3rd touchdown of the year. Made it 15-0. 2-point conversion as Burke tossed it to Kraft. And the Magi up by 3 scores early on here in this ball game. Well, what does Century do here with 7:36 to play in our first half? They certainly have the ability. They've got the talent as well. Twardowski goes to work with it here. Twardowski fires it out over towards his right. That ball's going to be completed into the hands of number 4 on the reception. Cale Schober into the book for the first time here tonight. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it brings up a 2nd down and 5 here for the Patriots. Yeah, the yards after catch here tonight for the Magicians and on the season for Tyson Ruziska. Help the Magi into that Serve Pro red zone and help him to hit pay dirt again with Broderick. Gavin Lill carries forward. He's going to spin his way up to the 30-yard line. Lill is going to be close to the first down, depending on the spot of the ball. Aravet was the one that made the stop. That's about as close as it's going to get, but it brings up a third down and real short here for the Century Patriots.
3rd1 for the Patriots.
Well, you see Beater on the sideline with his offensive core. Plenty to be pumped up about here on the 3rd down and inches for the Pats. It's Twardowski on the quarterback keeper. He barrels his way forward. The Patriots have a first down. Sun continuing to set behind us here towards the west tonight. Those lights are on here at the beautiful Sanford Sports Complex. Bismarck High is at the bowl tonight, taking on Legacy. That one on the PSP Network tonight as well. Scott Woodmansey, Josh Cattell on the call. Gavin Lill reaches forward. He's going to pick up a first down for the Patriots, and they're on the move.
Tackle number 13, Michael George.
George comes up with the stop for the Magi. But Gavin Lill with a little mojo here for the Century Patriots. Tonight's game on the PSP Network brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. Find them online, northern-plains.com. Northern choice to seal your heating and air game, the Northern Plains. Lil breaks free, almost to that first down marker again. Minot High's big number 75, the last line of defense. That's Aravet that comes in and makes the play. First down and 10 here for the Pats. Ball at their own 45-yard line, working from the left hash. Arguably the best offensive series they've had so far in the ball game as they push the chains for a pair of first downs here. Twardowski out to the open. Pass is complete into the hands. It goes there for Cale Schomer. And Schomer right to the opposing 45, and it's another Century Patriot first down. Well, Ron Wingenbach looking for a steady dose of what we just saw there throughout this contest tonight, as the Patriots, for the first time in this contest, have been able to find the riddle and solve that. The riddle of the Minot High defense and their secondary that has been so tough to contend with on the season. You see Ron Wingenbach, 34 years at the helm of the Patriots. Gavin Lill's forward. Boy, the fuse has been lit here for the Patriots, and Lill carries the ball up almost to the 40-yard line. They're going to spot it at the 42, and it will be Century football at a second down. And 7 coming here. Century spreads the field out. Wide receivers on each side. 2 in the backfield. Twardowski from under center. Twardowski's going to hand off. Gavin Lill. He's swallowed up in a hurry. Minot High.
Lill on the carry.
DJ Jones in on it. Broderick was there as well for the stop. And it brings up a third down here for Century. Well, we'll see if we can get an update from Bismarck and the matchup across town here tonight, where the Bismarck Demons and Legacy Sabres go toe-to-toe. A rivalry inside the West region, or right here inside of the capital city. The Demons are back on the map after a year that didn't go their way last year. They're certainly back to the old Mark Gibson form. Ranked number 4 in the state. Pass was complete to Jarris Burkhardt. Stop was made from Talon Judd for the Magi. Well, across town, it's 14-0. Bismarck High leading Legacy. That with 20 seconds left in the opening half.
This guy deep to receive.
And the one you're dialed into here at Sanford Sports Complex, Minot High leads 17-0. Patriots, after an excellent offensive possession and series, they end up having to boot the ball away on the 4th down. Minot High gets the ball back. Going back to the offense. Got to tell you, that Century Band here tonight, they have taken the cake for the entertainment. Job well done for them. Listen in for just a moment. Yeah, I'm telling you, everything from Queen to Walk the Moon tonight from the Century Band. Job well done from them. Performing in front of a big crowd here tonight at Sanford Sports Complex. Magician offense is back out with Beater. Wideouts on each side, 2 in the backfield. Handoff here, Ruziska turns the motor on, goes up the middle. Stop is going to be made by the Patriots' Cade Nelson. Ed Landry West of the linebackers, both credited with the stop there for the Pats. Talked about Century's tradition of the history and what they've been able to do. Not only in football, but in other sports as well. They've been a power inside of the West region. Tyson Ruziska says power this, and he's got another first down for the Magi. Century won the state track championship last year. Had an excellent basketball team, ranked #1 throughout the entire season. Of course, you know what their girls program has been made of over the past few years. They've been a power inside the West. Line it back to the top of the list inside of high school football again in the West region here this year. Ruziska's got it. He moves it up to nearly the 30-yard line. Then a swarm of Patriots come up and make the stop. Cade Nelson was there again as he slammed the door. Ole Taylor in on it as well. How will it all shake out when we get towards November and Dakota Bowl time? That's the real question. Minot High looking for their first state title since 1980. There's a flag on the field. And we'll have the call from the gentleman in the white hat coming here. It's going to be on the Magi. He's having an issue with the microphone on his pants, I do believe. Five-yard penalty. I believe it was too many players on the field for the Magi.
Brings up 2nd down and 12 to go.
2nd down and 12 for the Magi with 1:09 remaining here in our first half. Minot High on top by a score of 17-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Jadrian Smalls into the ball game. Nothing small about this run. He busts free up over the 50, 45, 40, all the way down to the 30-yard line. And Smalls got the biggest run of the ball game so far as he butts free with that lightning quick speed.
Cade Nelson with the tackle.
Well, you see him finally get brought down inside the 30-yard line. And Jadrian Small puts Minot in scoring position here. We're going to be picked off, however, as Beater threw it out intended for Conklin.
Interception, Century High, number 20.
But there, the secondary with the stop is Oliver Jensen. Beater's picked off, and the Patriots come back to offense. Well, that's a big-time play after a big-time gain and rush for the Magi. Patriots get the momentum back here. Sorry about the replay there, folks. It's a two-man show here tonight in Bismarck. I'm in charge of the graphics and the replay and everything in between. Camera out front of us here tonight. Doing our best trying to incorporate that replay for you folks on the PSP network. Twardowski rushes out of the pocket, then he's going to be tattooed by Brady Larson after he picks up
tackle by 33, Brady Larson.
3 on the play. Time wears thin here in the first half. 38 seconds ticks down. Got a timeout coming here. Ron Wingenbach will talk things over this time here with the Century Patriots. Hub International Insurance brings you the timeout. Hub International, where you can find Josh Cattell or Michael Borman. Give them a call today for all your personal and business insurance needs. Patriots look for one final opportunity here in the first half. They trail by 17.
We have the privilege of serving our community by helping businesses and individuals protect what matters most. That's why we're proud to be your locally owned independent insurance agency. As an independent insurance agency, we work with the industry's leading insurance companies and provide our clients a better experience and a better value. For auto, home, business, bonds, life, and health insurance, think the Kramer Agency. See us at our new location at 232 West Century.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
We come back with a Patriot pass that's completed into the hands of Jackson Burst, the flanker. He's got a touchdown on the year, 2 catches for 31 yards. He gets into the mix as the Patriots move up to their own 30-yard line, but 20 seconds ticks away. And now the ball will be down here by Twardowski to get the time to stop of the Patriots to get the instructions here from Ron Wingenbach and company. See if they can put some points on the board before we reach halftime here tonight in the capital city. It's a busy week next week on the PSP Network. Hope you join us for full slate of games next week. We've got a load of them coming your way. Talk about that more coming up during our halftime report here tonight. We'll show you what's on the schedule for the week ahead. Been a busy one this week as well with some high school volleyball, high school soccer on the air. Doubleheader here tonight, of course. Pats are forced to punt. That ball's going to make its way out of bounds with 14 seconds left here in the opening half. Chauncey Hendershot and company for the Magi will come together. Will they have a game plan, or will we see a knee coming here from Beater? Ball's marked at the 45. Well, Minot High's got the guns. Do they take one more shot here to try to close out this first half? We're about to find out. They spread it out like they will. 3 on the left side, 1 on the right side. From the shotgun, Beater. Beater rolls out to his left. Minot High trying to put an exclamation point on it. Found Kraft. That ball's going to hit the turf. Are they going to say it's intercepted? They are. It's an intercepted football. Well, Chauncey Hendershot coming over to talk to the officials. The officials come together. See if we have this one for you folks here. Oh, that's a tricky call as you see the replay. Did that ball end up on the turf or not? That's the question. However, they won't use replay in high school football, not here anyway. During the Dakota Bowl, you'll see some of that, but not in this showdown here tonight. Nevertheless, the Patriots get the call, they get the ball back. One more opportunity for them with 6 seconds to play. Out across the middle, that ball's gonna come free. Conklin picks it up. He's gonna take it up the near sideline. Conklin trying to cut back. He does at the 20. Busts it down to the 20-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
11, Logan Conklin, number 5, Michael Twardowski.
Conklin's got the fumble recovery. We'll see where the flag lies here. I believe we're gonna be done with our first half of football. Officials come together. They have the conversation. Here's that replay again on the pass that went into the ground over on the far side. the recipient right there of that play. On the defensive side for the Patriots was Jackson Burst. Moments later, the Magi recover a fumble. Conklin carried it up the sideline all the way into the Serve Pro red zone. Time expired, and we still await the call here. Here is the call.
Silent warning. On the return team. Walk in the back. 5 in the return team. Penalty is defined by rule. Legal blindside block. There's 13 of the return team. By rule, the order does not extend.
While the first half comes to a close, that's because
Century 0.
the penalties are declined on the play. 2 blocks in the back called on the Magicians. Penalties were declined, and we are through one half of football. 17-0. Minot High's got the lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Halftime report comes up next. We'll break this one down for you with a scoring recap. Take a look at some of the other scores from across the states. We'll get you ready for the second half as well. All Magicians offense in the first half of football here tonight in Bismarck.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right, 40 power? No. Don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on. First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
The Sanford Sports Complex here in Bismarck, home to tonight's 3A WDA football showdown between the Century Patriots and the number 3 ranked Minot High Magicians. Welcome into our halftime report on the PSP Network. Nick Hulberg, glad to have you folks aboard here tonight for the showdown on the PSP Network. Good one so far if you're a Magi fan, no question about that. However, if you're a Patriot fan, they're looking for some offense here tonight. Minot High's defense continues to shut the door over and over again against some of the top players in the state, including Gavin Lill and Mike Twardowski here tonight. No points put on the board for the Century Patriots, and that Minot High defense continuing to shine like a bright star here tonight. Here's your scoring recap in our first half of football. It's brought to you by our friends at Minot State University. Minot State, be seen, be heard, be you. 96% of Minot State recent grads are employed or continuing their education. Think about that number for a second. That's pretty high. MSU grads get jobs, period. Best way to predict your future is to create it with over 100 areas of study at Minot State. You'll earn a degree for the career you desire. It's Minot State bringing you our game reset here tonight. The Magi scored in the first quarter, 8:56 on the board, 15 yards out. It was beater on a 4th down to Caden Kraft. That made it 6-0. The point after was blocked. Minot still had the 6-0 lead. Then in the second quarter at 9:56, the Magi had Kellenberg come on and kick a field goal to make it 9-0. Then at 7:36, Broderick from 5 yards out made it 15-0 Magicians. 2-point attempt, and the 2-point conversion was on. Burke found Kraft in the end zone for the extra 2. And the Magi lead 17-0 at our break. That's where we stand at the end of one half of football. Well, as promised, to look ahead at what we can expect next week on the PSP Network. Again, a busy week ahead as we look at what you can get geared up for next week. Start with volleyball. I'll have the call on Tuesday. I'll be right back here in Bismarck as Minot takes on Century. And high school volleyball action. Minot High girls volleyball plays tonight at home against Dickinson. After a 3-0 win last night over St. Mary's, we had the call of that one as well here on the PSP Network. Volleyball's back at it on Thursday, 7:30. Minot takes on Williston. And Century takes on Bismarck. We'll have a doubleheader for you Thursday night for Class A volleyball. Friday's a doubleheader as well. Davies challenges Minot High at Dwayne Carlson Stadium at 7. Shanley and Century in a rematch of the state championship game from a year ago at 6:30. And then on Saturday, we dip into some single A football as the Bishop Ryan Lions will host Stanley for a 12 o'clock noon showdown up at Herb Parker Stadium. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, our mission is to promote local athletes, plain and simple. Sure appreciate each and every one of you fans joining us here tonight. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit like and follow as well on all social media platforms. I know it sounds silly, but those likes and follows, and the more subscribers we have on YouTube, the more the product advances and the more these kids are promoted, and that's the bottom line, what we're looking to do with what we do each and every time we're at one of these high school sporting events. Promoting local athletes in our great state of North Dakota is the mission, and you can help with a simple like and follow on the PSP Network. Well, there you see the Minot High cheer team here tonight. State championship caliber cheer team in action again here at Sanford Sports Complex. We'll continue on with our halftime report when we come back. We'll kick off our second half of football. The Magi lead by a score of 17-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Second half of football comes up next.
About personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
For decades, Nodak Insurance Company has been serving our state's residents in good times and challenging times. We come together for the greater good, from simple acts of kindness to company-wide efforts that make a difference in our community. It's who we are, rooted in North Dakota and ready to serve when it matters most. Nodak Insurance Company, agents with answers.
Darren Johnson, Cody Olson, and Scott Wilkins, your agents with answers in Mandan.
Nobody thinks about personal injury until it happens. But when injury strikes, so will your bills and the turmoil and everything you'll miss out on. It's a mess and you need someone to help it all make sense. That someone is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We know the territory and the process, and we work smart and hard to get you results. It's easier to get back to normal knowing there's a team behind you. We're the ones the other side doesn't want you to call. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Time for our second half here tonight. If you're just joining us, Minot High is in white. Century is in the red helmets, blue uniforms. I would have to say that these two color combinations for both of these teams here tonight, probably my favorite uniforms for both of the teams. Minot High's whites, I think they're mean. I like that all-white outfit with the maroon helmets. Century with the blue with the red helmets, I think that's mean as well. Then again, what do I know about fashion or jerseys? I just have a liking for both here tonight. Minot High would like it more if they could plant this one deep in the end zone again, as we are underway for our second half as it's sent way back into the end zone and taking it back in his own paint, Oliver Jensen.
Ball the touchback. Patriots will take over. First and 10.
Will be a touchback to Minot High, and Century will now bring out the offense and defense to go to work here to start our second half of football. Patriots and Mike Twardowski, the quarterback, come back out onto the offensive side. Well, Century in the opening half, they had some flashes where they were able to run up the field on the Magi, but more often than not, it was the Magi defense that had them shuffled into their own territory. Gavin Lill's going to carry that ball forward for a gain just about 7 on the play. Ball's up to the 27-yard line of the Patriots. Have a second down and 3. Second half of football tonight brought to you in part by our friends at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Northern Plains Heating and Air has over 25 years of experience as your factory authorized dealer for AeroSeal. There's no other choice to seal your heating and air game than at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Gavin Lill goes backwards that time as the Magicians came flying in for the stop. Landon Bedell came in. So did Dylan Huber. They shut the door, the Magicians. Move the Patriots back. Brings up a third down situation now here for Century. Patriots working from their own 27-yard line, trailing by 17 to the number 3 ranked Magi. Patriots sped the field out with 2 on the left, 1 on the right, falling back to pass. Gavin Lill on the near side. He's going to be wrangled up by Michael George, and George wrestles him down to the ground. Brings up a fourth down as the Patriots go back to work.
Brings up fourth down.
But they'll have to bring the special teams unit out onto the field because they're way back in their own territory. Minot High will send Burke back to retrieve the punt at his own 40-yard line. Jangulo's the one that's going to put the boot on it again with the kicking and punting duties all night and all season here for the Patriots. Oh, that takes a Minot High bounce and rolls all the way back up to about the 35-yard line. And the Magicians have excellent field position to start the second half. 1 minute 57 seconds into our second half of football. 17-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard for the Magi. Trying to add to that here on this occasion. Well, if there's been an Achilles heel for the Magi, you could argue that Minot High has scored the lion's share of their points in the first half of football. The second half has not been as good for them. However, when they've had the leads that they've had, some different things have been tried throughout the second half. Some different players into the rotation. Can't count Century out by any means. This one far from over, without question, as the Patriots again have been in every game they've been in on the season with that 1-2 record. Most recent, a loss to Cheyenne, ranked number 2 in the state. Here goes Conklin out on the right side. Conklin trying to cut free right up the near sideline. And Conklin finds himself crashing towards that Serpro red zone, and he's got himself another first down. Conklin's going to head off to the Minot High sideline with a bit of a limp after that play. Conklin, a lengthy kid without question. 6'4", 175 pounds, breaks free over to the sideline. He was met there by Rivers Martin, and Martin was the one that shut the door on him. Broderick right up the middle. And Broderick's got another carry that picks up yards on the positive side and another gain. Well, Davies comes to mind at next week for the showdown against the Magi. Next week for the Century Patriots. Doesn't get any easier. They've got Shanley, the number 1 ranked team, and all the land. That will be at the Bowl in Bismarck. Beater hands it off. Broderick cuts left, then right, then up the middle, and he's going to be swarmed up there as the Century defense slam the doors. The pileup continues as they spread apart now with 8:34 to play here in the third quarter. On the stop, Braxton Dahl, the big man, 6'3", 250-pound left end. Talked about Century and the state championships that they've compiled. They won it in 19 and in 20. They lost in 2018 to Bismarck High. Back into the Dakota Bowl last year with a loss against Shanley. Sent down here to Rosiska, hits the edge, down to the corner, touchdown Magi.
Touchdown on the field, flag down to the play.
There is a flag on the play, so we'll see where this call lies here. Will it be Rosiska into the end zone for the touchdown, or was there an infraction on the offensive side of the ball? That's the question mark, and the question that needs to be answered here. Play will come back. It's an illegal block in the back on the Magi. Now let's see if we can find it on the replay here as the hitter over to Rosiska. Boy, he had plenty of time and space.
Call the penalty, third down, 9 to go.
Well, you see it there. It said it was on number 17 for the Magi, I do believe, on Kraft. Oof. Well, Minot High in the third down situation. 8 minutes, 2 seconds left here in the third quarter. Still inside the Serve Pro red zone. Wideouts on each side. Uh-oh, it's a reverse play that goes into the end zone, but it's going to be incomplete. They tossed it over to Conklin.
Flag on the play.
He went into the end zone, but it was incomplete for the Magicians. Intended receiver there for the Magi was number 84, Heston Fowle. Well, the illegal formation on the Magi marches them back again. Penalty's actually going to be declined. It's a fourth down situation. Down for the Magi. They are in 4-down territory inside the Serve Pro red zone. They've done it twice in the contest here tonight. Can they do it again? Wideouts on each side, one in the backfield. It's a 4th down and 9. Beater on the screen play, gets it to Rosiska. Clear sailing. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyson Rosiska finds his way into the end zone for another Magician touchdown. And Rosiska picks up number 6 on the season, and it's 23-0 Magi.
Break out for the extra point.
Kick is up and good. And the Magi add the extra point after the play. Rosiska puts it into the end zone. On a quick hitter screen, the Magi lead 24-0.
How would you like to turn this into this? With Shaw's Crossroads Fuel to Food Reward Program, you can. Here's how it works. Pick up a fuel tracker card from any of our C-store cashiers. Every time you fill up with gasoline or diesel, use the fuel tracker card to record your gallons. Once you reach 1,000 gallons, you'll be eligible for a $10 gift card to Schatz Crossroads Restaurant. Start earning your rewards today at Schatz Crossroads.
You see the Magicians here, team with plenty to cheer about tonight. Minot High puts more points on the board to lead 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Tyson Ruziska into the end zone again, and Ruziska from beater for his 6th score of the season. And the Magi are in the driver's seat with it on cruise control here in this third quarter. Another touchback as Burke boots that one off into the end zone. Well, we talked about that media poll in our pregame show here tonight, and when you look at the media poll, according to the people across the state, like yours truly, involved in the broadcast and the media coverage of these high school athletes, it's Shanley at number 1, Cheyenne at 2, Minot at 3, Bismarck number 4, Davies at number 5. Week number 6, you've got Minot and Cheyenne coming together. That's going to be a big one. We'll be in Fargo for that call. Yours truly. That one's marked on the calendar as a big one coming up. Twardowski rushed out of the pocket, then he's forward on it. DJ Jones was in hot pursuit. But making the stop for the Magi was number 13. Michael George, and George adds another tackle to his resume. Lights are on. You can see some of that smoke in the air here tonight inside of Bismarck. Makes it a bit of a difference as far as how that football field will reflect the light here tonight. This ball's going to be sent down into the flat. Oh, it's into the hands and then out. Opportunity was there, and a prime time opportunity for Cade Nelson. The pass will drop incomplete. Well, you see off in the distance here in the capital city. Just a terrific venue, by the way. Bismarck has a lot to be proud of with this place. There's no question about that. Home to the Demons, the Patriots, and the Legacy Sabres when need be. Legacy and Bismarck High across town at the bowl. Under pressure, Twardowski fires it out across the middle as Minot High brought the heat on him. Pass was incomplete for Twardowski. Credit Minot High's Brady Larson on that play, along with Landon Bedell, number 36, the ones that forced that incomplete pass. 4th down and 11 now for the Patriots as they work from deep inside their own territory. They're going to be forced to punt it off again. Burke waiting back at his own 45-yard line. Jangula on to kick it up. That ball's going to come right to the near sideline. Jangula's been like clockwork for the most part here tonight, but that was certainly not his best. Punt to the football game. Minot High is going to get prime time field position again as they will go to work from the Century 29-yard line, 28-yard line. Where do they spot it? 27 is where they're going to mark that football. And you see Jangula go right back to work here for the Century Patriots. Getting the reps in, hoping to get the redo on that opportunity. Not an easy position, by the way, especially when you got the fire breathers that Minot High has on that defensive line and that linebacking core, the way that they come in hot pursuit. Not an easy role. Jangula's done it well here tonight. First miscue in my mind here in the ball game for him. By the way, tonight's game again brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Prestwich Orthodontics can be found at minotbraces.com. Hop in for a free virtual consultation at Prestwich Orthodontics and minotbraces.com. We've got a media timeout brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Take a break as well. Minot's up 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion.
Well, just as I say that, Minot High is going to go under center, hand it off to Burke. He's going to break free. Race up towards that first down pylon. Martin's going to make the stop there for Century, but Minot High's got the gain on the play. And it brings up a second down here for the Magi. Again, deep inside Century territory, knocking on that Serve Pro red zone. Serve Pro 24/7 emergency service with trained technicians. Find them online. And in western North Dakota, Peter hands it off. Jadrian Smalls forward on that carry, and then he's going to be wrangled up on the play.
Ball the carry.
Stop is made
by 71, Braxton Dahl.
by Rivers Martin and Braxton Dahl. Brings up a third down and short here for the Magicians. Well, we'll see if we can get an update for you from across town as Legacy takes on Bismarck High here tonight. Minot High's got the carry.
Peter, quarterback keeper.
It's Peter on the keeper, actually. Minot High's got the first down. The chains move again, and they are officially into the Serve Pro red zone. Bismarck leading Legacy 27-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They started at 6:30 tonight as well. Where are they at that ball game? Well, they're approaching quarter number 4. That's where they're at right now with 38 seconds left. Looks like it's all Demons across town at the Community Bowl here tonight. Minot High on the rush. Carry that time is Aaron Prestwich. And Prestwich breaks free inside the 15.
Rivers Martin with the tackle.
Martin in the secondary again has the tackle. Under 5 to play here in the third quarter. Join us tonight after this matchup comes to a close for our planning team financial advisors Headshots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. We'll break down this matchup. We'll look to name our MVP of the game tonight, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. We'll also have our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Broderick on the carry.
Broderick had the carry out of the pile with the football. Game number 34. That's Kane Nelson, but Broderick was called down on the play. So it brings up a 3rd down and 9 situation here with 3:58 to play in this third quarter.
3rd down, 9 to
Tonight's
go.
game brought to you in part by our friend Mason Kramer at Mason Kramer Photography. One of the best in the business. Game action shots, senior portraits, you name it, Mason Kramer can be found online, MasonKramerPhotography.com, and on all social media platforms as well. Minot on the 3rd down. Broderick's forward right up the middle. And the door and gap was closed in a hurry. Landry Weston was there, along with Nelson on the stop. And it brings up a 4th down for the Magi as they are sitting at the 14-yard line of the Century Patriots inside the Serve Pro red zone. Ben Lervick, the athletic director, Century walking through. I talked about this earlier. You don't need to come on the air with me if you don't want to here, but how sharp are those Century jerseys tonight, and how sharp are the Minot High jerseys? This has got to be the best combo, yeah? Yeah, he says it looks real good. I'm telling you, that's not my forte, is picking the clothes, but I think this is good outfits for both teams tonight. Mr. Lervick looking at me like, What are we talking about? Ruziska out on the near side on the 4th down. Patriots make a big stop as Nelson slammed the door on Tyson Ruziska. And the Patriots will take over on downs here with 2:43 to play in this 3rd quarter of football. You can tweet at us at Network PSP and let us know who you think tonight's MVP is of this showdown here tonight. Who deserves that award here this evening is the Magi. And Patriots play at a 24-0 score right now in favor of Minot High. At Network PSP, let us know who you think tonight's MVP is, or you can comment on our Facebook as well.
Lil on the carry.
Gavin Lill, another steady dose of him here tonight. He's got it nearly to the line of scrimmage. He gains 1 on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down. And once again, if you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. We talked about that earlier on here tonight at our halftime show, talking about what that does for us. There's Lill. He's going to break free up the far sideline, 50 to the 40, all the way out to the 35. Gavin Lill turns on the motor, the biggest run of the ball game. Lill carries it up for a big-time 1st down. Tyson Ruziska comes out of nowhere to stop him. But a big-time gain for Gavin Lill. Great play for Gavin Lill, and the Patriots bring it into Minot High territory. 39-yard line of the Magi is where the Patriots go to work. Twardowski from the shotgun, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 in the backfield. Twardowski on the carry. He moves forward. Broderick pulls him down from behind. But Twardowski's got a big gain on the play, and here come the Patriots. Minute 40 ticks away here in this 3rd quarter. It's not over till it's over. 24-0 is a healthy lead, however, for the Magi, considering it's a team that on the season gives up 4 points per game on average. You heard me right. They've only been scored on 2 times this season for a total of 12 points. And that happened against Mandan last week in week 3. Minot High's going to jump off sides on that play. That will help the cause for the Pats as Dylan Huber lunged ahead. But it will be on the Century Patriots. All the jump came from the offensive side first. So with Huber's motion, that was warranted from the Century Patriot that had the offensive jump to begin with. Well, in to bring the play call in was Rivers Martin. Century spreads it out again. 1 on the left, 1 on the right. Twardowski rushed out of the pocket. Uh-oh, he's going to be swarmed up for the sack as Michael George grabbed onto him around the belly and brought him down. And the Magi defense again reigning supreme. Michael George in hot pursuit. Makes the play, and the Magi force the Patriots all the way back out to the 45-yard line after Century has seen their biggest gain of the football game on that Gavin Lill run that took them from their own 25 all the way up to the 38-yard line of the Magi. Twardowski falling back. George was in hot pursuit again. It's caught over the middle. It's completed into the hands of Cale Schomer. And Schomer's got the first down for the Century Patriots. I'm telling you, Michael George was coming in hot. Twardowski got the pass away. We're through 3 quarters of football. Minot still leads 24-0, but the Patriots are on the move. Fourth quarter's next here on the PSP Network.
Water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
I wasn't really thinking about the shots, honestly. It's just the shots came to me. Derek and Eric especially had some great drives, which led to some great kicks. Shout out to them. It feels good.
For you to come out here from a defensive effort against Eagles staff, you're way smaller than him. Obviously, how did you get yourself pumped up for that?
Well, Coach has a thing that says height doesn't measure heart, and I strongly believe in that. I got the heart, and it doesn't matter if I got the height or not.
That line, good luck next week.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, great job. I don't have the height, but I got the heart. That was a pretty cool sign right there by Jagger Gunville. Back up to you guys.
Yes, and now.
Well, we were talking about that before, the Gavin Lill big-time run. Talking about what a like and follow on social media platforms does for the PSP Network and our mission of promoting local athletes. Certainly helps the cause. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube platform. Like and follow on the PSP Network social media platforms of Facebook and Twitter as well. Twardowski falls back to pass. Coverage was out in the secondary for Minot High's Talon Junt. Hurst was the intended recipient of that pass, but it was incomplete. Well, Ron Wingenbach has the instructions for Drew Nodland, who's going to carry the play in here for Century. Final 12 minutes are underway here in the capital city. Minot with a healthy 24-0 lead on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Bismarck blowing Legacy out of the water. It's 34-0 across town at the Bowl. Hand off to Lill up the middle. It's going to be a gain on the play as the
Twardowski on the carry.
Rugby scrum was there. Make that Twardowski on the keeper, rather. Brady Larson made the stop. Patriots continue to work. Once again, hang around tonight for our Planning Team Financial at Schatz Crossroads post-game show. Planning Team Financial at Schatz Crossroads bring you the post-game tonight. Planning Team Financial advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. At Schatz Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. What if I get away from the script? I'll tell you right now, it's the best banana cream pie you've ever had. Passed away from Twardowski over to the near sideline. That ball falls incomplete. Went into the hands and then out of number 84, Joey Kralik. Brings up a fourth down. It's going to be a timeout coming on the field. Patriots will take the timeout. We'll take a break as well. 24-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High's got the lead here in the capital city.
Understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, Coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit off.
While we come back to gameplay as Twardowski rushed out of the pocket again. And Minot High's defense with a big-time stop as Aravan comes up and slams the door along with DJ Jones. My goodness, talk about the wheels on those young men. Twardowski, 5'11", 185. DJ Jones at 5'8", 180. But Aravan at 6'1", 205. That was a big-time hunter and hunted situation. And Twardowski was on the wrong end of it, as there's a loss on the play. And the Magi offense. White's in the loops. Minot High takes the snap here. There's a flag on the play. That
Burke on the carry.
Ball taken right back to Burke.
Tackle made by number 1, Ryan Landenberger. Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 55. 15 yards to the previous spot. First down.
Well, there you see the play, and the face mask was charged on the Patriots. 15-yard penalty is going to give Minot High the 15 free yards. A first down to boot as the ball's going to be marched all the way back up just about to midfield, marked at the 41-yard line. Steady dose of Magi offense here tonight. They're back out. Burke comes out to call the shots here for the Magicians. Kraft has scored tonight. Burke with a field goal. Broderick's got one. 2-point conversion from Burke and Kraft. And Ruziska's got one from Beater tonight as well. That's how Minot High gets to the 24. On the keeper, look out. Oh, Burke was wrangled up and taken down quickly as in hot pursuit. It's number 54. Austin Smith comes up and smashes the door on Burke. Magi go to work again after the loss on the play of 5. Second down and 15 here for the Magicians as Beater's back out, takes it, rolls out to his right. He's got 2 in hot pursuit. Out to Conklin, it's recepted at the 40. He's up to the 35, and Logan Conklin makes the play for the Magi.
Tackle by number 2, Rivers Martin.
Well, you see the fake handoff, and then you see Beater roll out to the right side, and man, tracking him down, Weston was there, so was Nelson, but Conklin was open. Conklin catches the pass to the Magi. Marching towards the Serve Pro red zone again with under 10 to play here in the fourth quarter. From the right hash, Beater hands off. Broderick stops, makes the move, bounces his way forward. Broderick's going to pick up 2 on the play. And it will be
Taylor making the tackle.
Second down coming here for the Magi as Broderick has that little stutter step move that works to pick up a few. Second down and 7 for the Magi. Beater from the shotgun again with Broderick in the backfield. Minot High spreads it out on the offense with 1 on the left, 1 on the right from the right hash. Handoff to Broderick. He cuts free over the right side. Makes a move. He's into the Serve Pro red zone. Then more. Broderick. Big time first down as the chains move for Griffin Broderick.
Tackle number 35, Landry Wesson.
Wesson made the stop as Broderick danced his way through. He had 3 Patriots on top of him by the time it was all said and done. Broderick, an absolute workhorse for the Century Patriots, for the Minot High Magicians against the Century Patriots here tonight. He's got Minot High into the Serve Pro red zone. They try to strike again, leading 24-0 with 7:45 to play here in regulation. Beater hands it off, goes to Ruziska, finds a hole up the middle. He's going to buzz free all the way to the goal line. Touchdown, Tyson Ruziska's second of the ball game. And the Magi lead 30-0. Well, Ruziska finds the seam. Spin move, I mean the craftiness on his feet. Something special to watch. Finds his way through. And Ruziska adds another one to his resume. That's touchdown number 7 on the season. Burke's going to be blocked again on the point after, as flying in over the top, Oliver Jensen made the stop. Regardless, Minot High heads up with 6 more points on the board. They lead 30-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Ackerman Estvold is an experienced team of architects and civil engineers committed to achieving the best possible solution for every project. Over the past 20 years, our team has been trusted with jobs big and small throughout the state, from major flood protection projects to county roads, classroom walls, and community spaces. We will be your partner through the initial design to final construction. Trust the Ackerman Estvold team with your next project.
Kraft, Burke, Broderick, Burke, Kraft, Ruziska twice. That's who's got their name on the score sheet tonight for the Magicians. They're up 30-0 as another squib kick comes back right to the front line. A bullet was there.
Bringing the kickoff, number 67.
Evan Schmidt was the one that fell on top of it. He hangs on to it. Patriots offense comes out here with 7:03 to tick down in regulation. We have ourselves a tough choice tonight on our player of the game. Who is that going to be this evening? Plenty of players that could be in that conversation tonight for Minot High, who's put together a 30-0 lead over the Century Patriots here tonight in week number 4 action. It's been all Magicians here tonight. Gavin Lill. Had it flipped back to him. He's up to the first down marker.
Jeff Will with carry.
It's going to be close to a first down where they spot the ball. It is a first down for Gavin Lill. With how impressive he has been on the season coming into tonight, I think that really gives you an indicator of how stout Minot High's defense is. Coming into tonight, Gavin Lill, 49 carries for 322 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's had some yardage here tonight. He hasn't hit pay dirt in the end zone, however, as Minot High's defense has found the way.
Will and carry. Back made by number 11, Logan Conklin.
Conklin made the stop on Lill that time. 6:10 ticks down.
The quarterback under center out there for the Patriots.
The EDC and WDA, that rivalry from the west side of the state to the east, it's naturally there. No matter how you shake it down in any sport inside of North Dakota high school athletics. Who is the king of the hill this year? Shanley receiving all those media votes at the top. Cheyenne receiving the next and only other vote. Signs all that were for Shanley. Rushed out of the pocket. Tello. Swarm of Magi are on top of Twardowski. And the Magicians linebacker core led by DJ Jones is there to slam the door again. Well, we talked about that earlier on here tonight, that the Magi and Patriots in the upcoming weeks will have their action on the East vs. West slate coming up. Minot High with Davies next week, followed by Cheyenne. Shanley and Century play next week as well, so both teams go out of the conference next week for a better measuring stick. Falling back to pass now, rushing out of the pocket. Up with the carry here was number 11, Drew Nodland. And Nodland taking the snaps here for the Pats. He's going to get up close to that first down marker. Won't be quite enough. It will be a 4th down, and let's call it 1.5 for 1 here for the Century Patriots. Ruziska, the secondary, made the play. Minot High having George Larson and Broderick still in hot pursuit to that linebacker role for the Magi. On the keeper, it's going to be close to a 1st down on the 4th down situation. We've got some extra after that play as emotion starting to rise, and now flag comes out here. Well, I believe it's going to be Talon Junt. Personal foul coming here possibly. He goes over and talks to Chauncey Hendershot. Chauncey tapping Junt on the helmet in a positive manner, which is nice to see. Let's listen in and see where the altercation lies.
First down for Century. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Number 23, the first of the game. 15 yards, first down Century.
Well, after that 4th down play, Talon Junt had words for one of the Patriots. They jogged back and forth for a moment, almost like a hockey game for a second. It ended up that Junt was the one that got caught and sent to the principal's office, if you will. The Patriots now have primetime field position, looking for their first points of the night. Falling back to pass again, working away. Nodland takes it downfield. That pass is going to be knocked down there as Minot High had the coverage out of the secondary by number 14, Caden Henderson, as he shut the door. 3:40 ticks down. Chime in on Twitter and let us know who you think is at the top of the list in 3A football in North Dakota. Is it Shanley? Is it Cheyenne? Is it Minot? Is it Bismarck? I'm excited to see Minot High take on some of those East Region teams, because I'm telling you, they have been impressive here this year in 2023. It's going to be a gain on the play here for the Patriots, not enough for a first down.
25, Jairus Burkhardt. Making the tackle, 32, Peyton Jollop.
Jairus Burkhardt with his 9th carry of the season. He had a gain of 5 of the play, brings up a 3rd down and 5. Under 3 to play here in regulation. Getting closer and closer to that Planning Team Financial at Shots Crossroads postgame show. And ironically enough, every night that we have one of these broadcasts, I get hungrier and hungrier for Shots Crossroads every time that we get closer to that mark of reaching the postgame. Rolling out, that pass is going to be tossed to the right side. Nodland fired it out, but the coverage was there from Minot High.
Number 6, Coulter Simon.
On the stop, Peyton Jolliffe, I believe, was the one that made the play for the Magi. 4th down situation here for the Patriots. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to tick down here in regulation. Minot High is going to improve to a record of 4-0 on the year. They're going to move to 4-0 inside of the WDA. 2 wins at home. They'll have 2 wins on the road now. Number 1 in the West region. Number 3 in that poll. Will that change after this dominating performance here tonight? Patriots looking to at least put some points on the board. They're not going to get it. It's picked off. And the Magi add an INT to their defensive stat line here tonight. Jolliffe comes up with the interception for the Magicians. They get the ball back and put an exclamation point on it as the Patriot fans start to head for the tunnel and off to the parking lot here, as it's been all Magi tonight. Nodland fired it across the middle. Jolliffe had the interception. That pass was intended for Haroldstad. Jolliffe with the excellent play. Well, I don't know who it is tonight for our player of the game here this evening. I don't know which way you would go with that. Big stop coming here from the Patriots. That ball was carried off ahead forward by Minot High's number 39, Sean Small.
39, Sean Small.
One minute, 18 seconds left here in regulation. Minot High again got the football back after this interception coming here from Jolliffe just a few moments ago. They're going to let the clock wear thin. Under a minute now is what remains here in the ballgame. Century's going to fall to 1-3 on the season. Keep in mind they went 0-5 to start last year and still climbed their way into the Dakota Bowl. When you've got Ron Wingenbach as your head coach, you know that you're not out of a season by any means. 34 years for him. Talked about him quite a bit in the pregame here tonight. That you're approaching how many wins for him? Well, 225 coming into tonight. That's plenty. All Magi tonight, however, as the Magicians are going to take care of the Century Patriots. Teams are going to shake hands.
Minot High, 30, Century 0. Thanks for coming out.
Got plenty to talk about in our Planning Team Financial Shots Crossroads postgame show here tonight. The Magicians get the win over the Century Patriots. Let's move to the postgame show where we'll break it down. 30-0 is the final score on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot High dominating performance here tonight in the capital city.
For Century football.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
There is no place like the country club. 18 holes of immaculate golf, along with golf simulator, PGA staff, club fitting and lesson, driving range and practice green, pro shop, delicious food, endless fun in the pool, and activities for the whole family. Learn more and become a member today.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
All Magi tonight here at the Sanford Sports Complex in Bismarck. 30-0 Minot High gets the win over the Century Patriots in a West Region 3A football matchup here tonight on the PSP Network. Welcome into our Planning Team Financial Advisors at Shots Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors is there to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial planner, planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Find them online, planningteam.com. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame tonight as well. Home to the famous number 99 at Shots Crossroads. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. You can order online. You can swing in and pick it up today at Shots Crossroads. It is delicious. Try that banana cream pie. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. That is some tasty stuff. Nick Hulberg here on the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial postgame show here tonight. Probably don't need any more banana cream pie, but I guarantee I'm going to have some when I get back to the Magic City this weekend. Family, of course, loves Shots Crossroads, including my little guy, Ike Hulberg, who's tuned into the ball game here tonight. He was fired up to see the Magi get a victory here tonight Hope you're doing well, bud. Dad'll be coming home soon, I promise you. Be good for Mom, of course. I got to get that in there to you as well. Little guy watching the ball game here tonight. Well, are you impressed with the Magi? Are you impressed with the Magi? That's the question. I certainly am. Century's no slouch by any means. It's a Century Patriot team, again, that came into tonight's matchup with a win on the year over West Fargo, 46-40, and then back-to-back losses, 3 points to Mandan and 2 points to number 2 Cheyenne. 26-24, they lost to the Mustangs last week, and it was Mandan that beat them in week number 2, 26-23. Century's got some guns, but boy, did Minot High shut them down tonight to the secondary. And in the backfield, Minot High's defensive core pitches their third shutout of the season. Wins over St. Mary's 37-0, Legacy 49-0, and now Century 30-0 after they beat Mandan last week 28-12. The Magi have got news for you, and a news flash, they are for real. They get the win here tonight. Let's take a look at our game reset tonight, brought to you by our friends at Planning Team Financial and Schatz Crossroads. Game reset looks like this for the Magi. Caden Kraft scored first for the Magicians. It was a 4th down situation in the Serve Pro red zone at the 15-yard line. It was Beater that found Kraft in the corner of the end zone to make it 6-0 Magi. That was with 8:56 left in the first quarter. They waited until 9:56 of the second quarter to strike again. This time, it's Kellen Burke with a field goal. Burke put it in from inside the Serve Pro red zone to make it 9-0. 2 minutes later, the Magi strike again. This time, it's Griffin Broderick, his 3rd touchdown of the year. Made it 15-0. 2-point conversion was then good from Burke as he found Kraft in the end zone to make it 17. Rip Minot High. That's where we ended our first half on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. We go into the second half, and the Tyson Ruziska show showed up for the Magi. 7:51, time of the first TD for Ruziska, the 3rd touchdown of the night for the Magicians. 7:51 remaining in that 3rd quarter. It was Ruziska from 20 yards out to make it 24-0. That was a little bubble screen pass that he took from Beater. Into the 4th quarter we went. Ruziska again, 15 yards out this time, and Ruziska danced his way into the end zone to put the exclamation point on it tonight, 30-0. The Magi get the win over Bismarck Century tonight. Well, 2 orders of business coming up. We'll have our move of the game tonight. We'll also have our MVP of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips here this evening. We'll take care of both of those orders of business when we come back to the Planning Team Financial Advisors and Schatz Crossroads postgame show here tonight at the Sanford Sports Complex in Bismarck. All Magi tonight, they get the win by a score of 30-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Schatz Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Schatz Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Third time this year, the Magi have pitched a shutout against their opponents inside the West region. The win tonight, they moved to 4-0 inside of the WDA and overall. Century falls to 1-3 now here in week number 4. Welcome back into our Planning Team Financial Advisors at Schatz Crossroads postgame show. Planning Team Financial Advisors at Schatz Crossroads bring you the postgame coverage here tonight. Planning Team Financial Advisors, there to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Find them online, planningteam.com. At Schatz Crossroads, over the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Schatz Crossroads. Swing in and try that delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Try the banana cream pie. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Kraft with a touchdown tonight. Burke with a field goal. Broderick with a touchdown. Burke and Kraft with a 2-point conversion. Ruziska on the bubble screen from Beater, and Ruziska on the ground. That's how the Magi got to their 30 here tonight, but defensively, boy, were they stout again. That Magicians defensive core, Jones, Bedell, Huber, Aravent on the front row. Then you've got Broderick, Larson, and George. Those guys, the linebacker roles were stout. Anthony Brown, Talon Junt as the corners, Tyson Ruziska and Conklin as the safeties in that last line of defense. I don't know if you could touch those guys. I'm excited to see what happens coming up at week number 5 when Davies comes to the Wayne Carlson Stadium to take on the Magi, because Davies is ranked in the state. They're supposed to be legit. We know West Fargo Cheyenne's legit. That's a week number 6 matchup for the Magi. Week number 7, Minot High will travel to Bismarck to take on the Demons. They're ranked right now as well, so it doesn't get any easier here for the Magi in the next 3 weeks. For the Century Patriots, doesn't get any easier next week by any means. They take on Fargo Shanley on the 22nd. Then they go to Williston to take on the Coyotes on the 29th, and then Legacy on the 6th, then Davies on the 13th of October. So it will get a little easier. And no offense to anybody involved by any means, but strength of schedule for for Century after Shanley next week drops just a bit. It's time now for our move of the game here tonight, brought to you by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Move of the game here tonight. For me, it's the first one. First touchdown of the ball game tonight for the Magi. Why is that? Well, it was a 4th down situation. Minot High went for it. Corner of the end zone. You see Kraft tiptoe his way in there. The coverage was on him, and Kraft found a way to score. Minot rolled the dice. They gambled, but they scored on the play, and when they did, kind of just set the tone for the whole night to my mind. Move of the game was the first scoring drive of the ball game for the Magicians. Kraft adds another one to his resume on the season, and he puts it to 6-0 early on. Jobbers Moving and Storage brings you the move of the game here tonight. Jobbers Moving and Storage, locations in Minot, Bismarck, Fargo, and Aberdeen. If you're moving across town or across the country, Jobbers can help you with your moving and storage needs. Once again, find them online, jobberswarehouse.com. Big thank you to Jobbers Moving and Storage. They bring you the move of the game. Congratulations, Caden Kraft, with that move of the game here tonight. It's time now for our MVP of the game, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips. Sport Clips, where you can get the MVP haircut experience. There's nothing else like it. Sign in with a hairstylist today at Sport Clips and get the MVP haircut experience. Where do you pick here tonight, and how do you even pick? A full team effort for the Magi on offense, a full team effort for the Magi on defense, a full team effort for the Magi on special teams. Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach, was throwing bombs and perfect spirals and warm-ups here tonight. I mean, from top to bottom, I don't know if you could ask for much more out of Minot High School here this evening. Jerry Danielson was doing the same thing, throwing those passes in the pregame tonight. He told me, he said, better look out. Indianapolis Colts are going to be calling me pretty soon here, man. I got absolute cannon. We got a pretty good laugh about that in the pregame here tonight. MVP, though, however, in this ball game, well, there's couple that stand out. Obviously, you can go back to the well with Ruziska with a couple more touchdowns. Thought Beater was good again. Broderick obviously was good. Kraft was good here tonight. But defensively, the three of George, Larson, and Broderick from the linebacker roles, they shut down one of the tops in the state of North Dakota, and Gavin Lill, the All-Stater here tonight, kept him off the board. To me, Brady Larson, Griffin Broderick, and Michael George deserving of the MVP award here this evening. Honorable mention off to Burke here tonight for his work on the special teams. Kraft for his work on the offensive side as well. Just a good team effort across the board. But those linebackers tonight for the Magi are the ones that get the tip of the cap for me. Michael George, Brady Larson, Griffin Broderick, congratulations. You're Sport Clips MVPs of tonight's ball game. Sport Clips, again, where you can sign in with a hairstylist today. It's quick, it's convenient. Sport Clips brings you the MVP here tonight. Well, that poll came out earlier on this week. Minot was at 3. Are they going to shuffle up? All depends on what happens with Shanley and Cheyenne here tonight, but I wouldn't place your money on it. The poll really doesn't mean much anyway, however, but it's always fun to kind of keep track of on where the media places these teams. Cheyenne beat Century by 2 points. Minot just beat them by 30. Is that way a factor? Well, you'd have to think probably. We'll find out next Monday when that poll's released again. You can find it on our social media. Don't forget, next week we're going to be busy again. Volleyball on Tuesday. Minot travels to Century. We'll have that matchup for you on the PSP Network. I'll be on the call with Mackenzie Quintus from down here in Bismarck. Looking forward to a big matchup in WDA volleyball. Thursday, we've got a doubleheader of volleyball. Williston travels to Minot. Century goes across town to Bismarck. On Friday night, it's a big one in high school football. State championship rematch. Shanley's at Century. Davies comes to Minot. We'll have all 4 of those games for you on the PSP Network Thursday and Friday, and then we're not done. Saturday, we go into single A football. The Stanley, the Blue Jays, travel to Herb Parker Stadium to take on the Bishop Ryan Lions in a matchup at noon on Saturday. That's this week coming up. I'll have the call of that one for you folks as well on the PSP Network. That was a good week. Fun week of high school sports. Good week for the Magi, no question about that. They get the win tonight, 30-0 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It goes final. Off the hop tonight, the Magi were real good. Thanks again for joining us for our Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show here tonight. Big thank you to all those sponsors that make these games possible. Frankly, without them, we just wouldn't be here. Big thank you to each and every one of you for joining us here tonight on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done so, make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. Help us promote local athletes by doing so. Big thanks tonight to Aaron Wald. He had his debut on the camera for us on the PSP Network. Job well done, my friend. Really appreciate him. We also, each and every night, thank all those military men and women that keep our great country safe. All of our veterans are out there as well. We thank you and God bless you so much. Final one more time from Sanford Sports Complex. All Magi, 30-0 over Century. Till next week, please have a great weekend. Be safe, whatever you do. Have a good night, and God bless.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country, we know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
On the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with the hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of Finrun SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.